Well, hello and welcome out as the Chinooks of Chugiak Eagle River are facing off against the Matsu Miners. Second to last game of the regular season, the Chinooks need 2 wins to make it to the playoffs for 4th place, knock off the Oilers. They've got a game today and then a game tomorrow. George Arias is on the mound coming out of Tucson, Arizona, the freshman at the University of Arizona. 2-4 record, .497 ERA. Making his 9th appearance and 9th start this season. 38 innings on the mound, 41 strikeouts, 22 walks, 37 hits. And he'll be facing the starting lineup of the Chinooks. We'll give that to you momentarily here at Herman Brothers Field. Josh Salem with Wyatt Wewell, and a pretty good day here as the sun is shining just over the right field wall. And wind slightly blowing to the left as well, so it's in favor of the right-handers today. Chinook starting lineup against Arias. It's Jess Davis leading things off in center field. Batting second, Hayden Keller in right field. J. Paul Fullerton, the catcher, hits third. Ethan English behind him as the designated hitter. 5-hole Daniel Freeman at first base. The third baseman, Joe Brazil, hits sixth. Trevor Cho in left field batting seventh. Batting eighth is Patty McCormick at second base. And the 9-hole Pate Fullerton at shortstop today. Chinooks lost a close one yesterday. It was close for the majority of the game, but the Chinooks ended up dropping it to the Pilots by a score of 5-1. And they will hope to get back on track today. Right now, the Anchorage Bucks are in first place at 29-14. The Pilots 26-18. They're hoping the Miners will lose these next 2 games. They've got the tiebreaker. Have won the series against them this season, and Matsu Miners 24-18, 2 games behind. If they win both, the Miners will push ahead of the Pilots. And then they're fighting for home field advantage. So Peninsula Oilers 15-29, Chinooks 13-28. If they pick up 2 wins, then the Chinooks will get into 4th place. Davis getting ready to go. He steps in the left-hander's batter's box. Marcus Dolan, first base umpire. Behind the plate is Scott Johnson, the third base umpire today, Stacy Dunbar. Assistant coach for the Chinooks in the first base box down the right field line is Sam Potter, and third base coach and head coach for the Chinooks, John Groth, in his 8th season. First pitch to open us up the game as Arias goes through his windup is going to miss low, ball 1. Arias, once he gets in a rhythm, he likes to go quickly, and he's faced the Chinooks more than any team this season, 4 times. This is his 5th, as that's in the dirt. In his warm-ups, it looked like he was struggling to find the zone as well, and he's missed both times on his first 2 pitches low. Opened up the season on June 5th, way back when. Chinooks had the first game. Chinooks won that one 10-2 off of Arias. He pitched 3 2/3, picked up his first loss as that's inside, in jeopardy of giving up a leadoff walk here to Jess Davis. Hayden Keller, the right fielder, 2-hole. He's on deck. A 3-0 count here to Davis. The windup and payoff pitch. It's going to miss low, 4-pitch walk. Davis will trot on down to first base, as the first base runner today didn't have to do much. Every pitch missed low, and Keller will walk to the plate. In fact, Arias has not received a win against the Chinooks this season. He has 2 losses, and both of them were 10-2 victories for the Chinooks. High leg kick, and the pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Maybe he likes to pitch with a guy on base or something, but J. Paul Fullerton third up on deck. Hayden Keller looking for a base hit, get the Chinooks going here, trying to roll through a couple runs in the first inning with Jess Davis to lead off walk. Davis not going, foul tipped right into Sam Thompson behind the plate. Defensively for the Miners, it's Kobe Boulware in left field, and center Eric Webb. Right fielders Matt Palmer, hometown hero. Third baseman is Tanner Carlson. At shortstop, Caden Hogan. Second base, Cody Huff. And at first, Aaron Walters. Again behind the plate, Sam Thompson with the 0-2 count here to Hayden Keller. Trying to put something in play. Stay out of the double play as Arias steps off, wants to reset. 5'11", 177 right-hander. Pitch is going to paint the outside corner, strike 3. So from a 4-pitch walk to a 3-pitch strikeout, Keller goes down looking. On a fastball painting the corner, brings up J. Paul Fullerton, the catcher. Chinooks have a chance to win the series against the Miners. They are 4-5 entering in. Have a game today, game tomorrow. And they're not really focusing on that, but if they win the series, it means they win fourth place, basically, and will play the Bucks in Anchorage. Pick off the first, safely in Jess Davis.
Yeah, as you said, the Miners are competing with the Pilots for home field advantage, and the Chinooks have to win too to make the playoffs. So one of those teams will be eliminated from what they're trying to accomplish today. So this game is massively important.
Yeah, for both teams, and another pick-off sends Jess Davis safely in. Aaron Walters will not lay down the tag this time. All the same, though, if the Chinooks pick up this win, they might have an easier go at it tomorrow. Miners may just try and throw regular guys as opposed to a starter since they're trying to save everybody for the Pilots. Davis safely back in, standing up. Chinooks rocking the Navy jerseys, red lettering and numbering on the backs, as they've got the gray pants as well. Miners rocking the camo jerseys, green socks, green stirrups, and white pants. First pitch of the at-bat here to Fullerton. Runner goes, and the throw will not go as Jess Davis safely slides back into first. He took a couple of hard steps to second, slipped, and had to reset. Sam Thompson thought about backpicking. He threw one down to Walters, but safely in was Davis. 0-1 count as that was a fastball that hit the strike zone. Not going this time. Poked foul left side, and it'll put it an 0-2 count. Fullerton going to have to battle here. Doesn't want to do it. Keller did. He fouled off some tough pitches, but ultimately struck out looking on the outside corner on 3 pitches. And I imagine that's what Arias is going to try and do again. We'll go with the fastball away as Thompson does square up on the outer edge. Pick off the first. Quick move, but Davis safely in.
It's a beautiful day for baseball out here.
Oh, it is. Sun shining. Doesn't get much better. Runner goes. And Sam Thompson slips. That'll be a stolen base for Jess Davis. Puts himself in scoring position. The fastball missing away. And so that'll be a 1-2 count. First ball of the at-bat here to J. Paul. First ball since Jess Davis walked on 4 pitches. Davis out at second. Arias, a check of him. The delivery home. Inside's going to get away. Davis took 2 hard steps. The throw back and safely in is Davis. He has drawn 2 back picks as Caden Hogan takes the scoop just in front of the bag, and Davis sits safely back in. Marcus Dolan, first base umpire, moving up into the field right next to the call. Fullerton looking for a base hit here. Big gap between first and second. Walters hugging the line at first base. Delivery home, chopped to first base. It's just going to stay fair. It's bobbled, and the throw not going to be in time. He's safe. Tag was applied, but tag was a little late. That's either going to be an error or a base hit. Took a quick hop on Aaron Walters, and now head coach is out for a conversation real quick.
And last time we were here, I believe he got tossed on a call at first base, trying to argue that as well.
Well, he just wants the appeal here, as he's going to ask for some credit from Stacy Dunbar and Scott Johnston. Head coach Tyler LeBrun, assistant coach the past few years, and now the head coach for the Miners. They're trying to see if he was tagged in time, and I think this call is going to stand at safe. Can't imagine they overturn it from there, and he is called safe. So that'll keep runners on the corners here, and we're still waiting to see if that was a hit or an error on the scoreboard. See what the official guys ruled it. We'll let you know as soon as we find that out. But runners on the corners here for Ethan English. 1 out. Davis moved up to third, and Walters bobbled it at first, took a quick hop off of him. Was a tough chopper, and late to get over there was Arias. Chinooks trying to strike early anyways with a run here. English looking for a sac fly, maybe put the Chinooks up by a run. Got to stay out of the double play, though. And the pitch misses low as Sam Thompson drops to his knees to keep it in front. But J. Paul Fullerton, look for him to be aggressive here, wants to get out of the double play opportunity.
That was called an error.
So it will go as an E3 against Walters, and that's strike one, a 1-1 count. Walters and Mason Corbett, two teammates at Texas A&M. Walters a year younger. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. J. Paul Fullerton will hustle down with a stolen base to second on a delayed steal. So Ethan English going to try and put something in play here. You have to in this situation. Now both UAB Blazers who've reached base in this first inning have stolen bases. And for J. Paul Fullerton, though, that is J. Paul's second stolen base this season. He has not been caught once. Now you make it easy for Ethan English. Just put something in play to the middle infield, and Just Davis scores easily. 1-2 pitch. Pops it up to center. This is going to be deep enough to bring in one. Eric Webb's going to try and get behind it as he catches it. Jess Davis coming home. The throw is up the line, and an RBI sac fly for Ethan English puts the Chinooks up 1-0. Will go as an earned run, though. Good job by Ethan English to take one to the outfield. Now brings up Daniel Freeman, who'll look to add a second run. Sac fly RBI for Ethan English. That is English's his 15th RBI of the season. First pitch to Freeman, swung on, top of the zone, strike one here from George Arias. J. Paul Fullerton still out at second. That pitch missing low. And it'll tie the count up at 1-1, 2 outs. Chinooks have scored early here in the first inning. Davis drew the walk, a strikeout to Keller. Fullerton reached by error from the first baseman, beating out the tag by the pitcher, and then an RBI sac fly from English. Big swing and a miss there from Freeman. Needs to choke up here, put something in play with the 1-2 count. One, two outs. Catcher setting up away. The delivery. Ground ball up the middle, and it's stabbed by Arias. He'll flip it over to first. One run given up. Chinooks will strand Fullerton, but we go to the bottom of the first inning. Sam Brace to face the starting lineup for the Miners. Going into the bottom, it's a 1-0 lead for the Chinooks. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to Chinooks Baseball on YouTube.com. Well, we are back and ready to go for the bottom of the first inning. Sam Brace out, the left-hander out of Lawrence Tech, and he will make the start for the Chinooks. Starting lineup for the Miners is Kobe Boulware leading off in left field. Batting second, Cody Huff at second base. The three-hole Eric Webb in center field. Four-hole Tanner Carlson at third base. Justin Kirby, the designated hitter, will bat fifth. Aaron Walters, first baseman, batting sixth. Matt Palmer, the right fielder, hits 7th. Sam Thompson, the catcher, batting 8th, and the 9-hole shortstop, Caden Hogan. We'd also like to take this time to give a shout out to Linda Klein. Thank you so much for your amazing feedback and for tuning in so much, Linda, for following us along. And we see you're a big Phillies fan who happens to live in Delaware. And, from supporting us all the way from Delaware over here to Alaska, thank you so much for tuning in. We very much so appreciate it, and thank you for your feedback. And you must be staying up late, Linda, if it's a 4-hour difference, I believe, over from Delaware to here. So that's a pretty late time, but thank you again. We appreciate it. As we just mentioned, Sam Brace, the Chugiak Chinooks left-hander on the mound. He'll be a senior at Lawrence Tech this fall. 6'5", 250 left-hander out of Metamora, Illinois, making his 10th start and 11th appearance this season. 50 and a third innings on the mound, most on the team. 26 strikeouts, 23 walks, 53 hits given up. A 3-3 record. He's trying to improve that to 4-3 with a 3.75 ERA. Picked up a win against the Pilots 4-3 in his last start. Gave up 5 hits and 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and struggled a little bit against the Miners last time up. 11-6 loss, pitched 4 innings, 6 runs given up. But it was just one big inning that he gave up those runs in, and it had 3 errors against him as well. Of those 6 runs, only 1 was earned. And that's a big deal. Big swing and a miss out in front for Bullware. It's a 1-1 count.
That seems to have been the Chinooks' problem most of the year, though. Go deep into ball games, but there's one big inning that if we could take away, we'd have won a lot more ball games.
That's for sure. And now, regardless of that, you got to find a way to get 2 big wins and fight your way to the playoffs. As it's a 1-2 count here. Brace working the strike 3 on the outer edge. Bullware takes a look at Scott Johnston, the home plate umpire, and will take his bat and walk back to the dugout for out number 1. Gets him looking. Brings up Cody Huff, the second baseman. Huff this season, as he just graduated high school. Only guy on the Miners team who has not made it to college yet. Chinooks have one of those, of Corbin Barker. But Huff, the second highest average on the team at 281. Eric Webb leads the league with a 353 average. He's on deck. And this pitch missing low, a 2-0 count here to Huff starts us off. The 2-0 delivery. Misses low again. 3-0 count. Brace will have to work from behind here. Got a leadoff strikeout against Kobe Bullware. Might try and pick a higher spot. Chinooks lead at 1-0. Jess Davis came in to score, as that's right down the middle. Ethan English, the sac fly to center field, brought him in the first inning. But that will be a walk to put on Cody Huff and bring up Eric Webb. As we mentioned, Webb leads the league. He's got 48 hits, 2 shy of 50. And 15 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs. Second most home runs on the team. Brace's first pitch to him. In the dirt. Good block by Fullerton. Keeps Cody Huff at base. And Webb, for his size, it's incredible to me that he's got so many extra base hits. We just mentioned he's got 15 doubles. I believe that's the most in the league. Missing in, 2-0 count. Brace falling behind here. J. Paul Fullerton wants a quick conversation with him. Eric Webb coming out of Central Missouri, a junior. 5'8", 180. And man, he's got the second most home runs with 4. Justin Kirby, who's got 5. Chinooks looking for a double play here against Webb with 1 out. Defensively, Chinooks have Trevor Cho in left center, Hayden Keller in right. Jess Davis pretty far in center field. Pops it up left side. Long way to go, but it's going to get out of play. Just out. And Joe Brazil can't get to it. Third baseman for the Chinooks, Pate Fullerton at shortstop. Second baseman, Patty McCormick at first, Daniel Freeman. In the bottom of this, in the top of this next inning, for the second inning, it'll be the 6, 7, 8, and hopefully 9 of Pete Fullerton to get a chance. A couple of families are in attendance today. Pick off the first since Cody Huff safely back in, who drew the walk. Tanner Carlson on deck. Joe Brazil's family is here. Patty McCormick's mother is here. Gets to see him play second today. Big swing and a miss from Webb there. Chases away. It'll tie the count at 2-2. My mom is tuning in today, so shout out to her, listening in from Dallas, Texas. Quite a few fans as well. Thank you so much for tuning in all season to Chinooks Radio on YouTube. Pick off the first again, and Daniel Freeman will catch it and just catch and release today, as Daniel Freeman just tosses it right back to Sam Brace. David Dennis, third base coach and assistant coach for the Miners. Third base side, Jeff Erlob, the pitching coach and first base coach today. 2-2 count, 2 more pickoffs, and trying to get Eric Webb to pull one to the left side. Joe Brazil, even back with two strikes. I'd maybe take another step back, maybe 2. Delivery out in front, chopper left side, right back to the dugout. Troy Hervey, pitching coach for the Chinooks, will come out and grab it. 322 down the sides for this ballpark, and 390 in center. 10 feet shy of Lee Jordan Field, the Chinooks home field. 342 in both corners, except for 345, 3 feet longer in right center. 2-2 pitch. Up the middle, this should be 2. Flip from Fullerton. Patty McCormick to first, in time to get him. Double play gets Eric Webb, and going in order go the Miners, as Carlson will have to wait his turn as the cleanup hitter. We go to the top of the second, a 1-0 ball game. Joe Brazil, third baseman for the Chinooks, lead off this inning. It's Trevor Cho, the left fielder, behind him, and the 8-hole Patty McCormick at second base. Chinooks lead 1-0. First pitch, chopped to third. Walters, the throw to first, in time. Hard hit ball, but right at him. Opens up the second inning on a 5-3 ground out for those statting back at home. One out and 0-0 count here to Cho. One pitch from Arias. He walked Jess Davis in the first leadoff. And that pitch is off the plate. Sam Thompson grabbing it well off of the plate in the right-hander's batter's box. Pokes down the left field line. If it stays fair, it'll be extra bases. It'll go foul. as Justin Fox, the Trinity University relief pitcher, makes a one-handed grab and will sail one right back to Troy Hervey coming out of the third base dugout. 1-1 count to Cho, and it's high and off the plate. Ball 2. Tanner Carlson playing a few steps in at third base. Cho has been a threat to bunt, try and reach base in the past. This one chopped to short. 3-hopper. Caden Hogan will field it and throw to first. And now 2 outs to the left side of the infield. 6-3 ground out brings up McCormick, second baseman, and I wouldn't put it past him here to try and lay down a bunt. If you're going to push bunt, though, you got to get it past George Arias. Very agile on the mound. Looks kind of like a middle infielder up there. Pretty good. There goes the throw down to second from J. Paul Fullerton. Tanner Carlson, 4-hole third baseman, leads things off here. Bottom second, Chinooks win an order in the top half of the inning. 1 error against the Miners so far, and they're looking for a first hit. Both teams are. Chinooks still lead at 1-0, though, as that's strike 1 inner half from Sam Brace, his second inning of pitching. 1 strikeout led off the first inning against Kobe Boulware. And he got a double play against Webb. This one lined right to Joe Brazil. What a play by the third baseman. Hit well from Tanner Carlson. And he slides down towards his right side and gloves it. They don't call it the hot corner for no reason. And right on his toes, Joe Brazil, a step behind third base, right on the play, takes a hit away from Carlson for a line out to third to open us up in the second. Justin Kirby, the up next. Kirby, Kent State freshman out of Alpharetta, Georgia. His first pitch is a check swing where he went around for strike 1. Home Run Derby winner this year in 2019, the Alaska Baseball League winner with 13 bombs in the Home Run Derby. Had his catcher of Sam Thompson throwing BP to him. Highest ERA of any pitcher in the ABL because of that. All joking aside, though. Pretty cool thing to leave here and come up to the ABL, win the Home Run Derby. That was out at Mulcahy Stadium just before the All-Star game at the tail end of the Scouts Showcase games. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Good play by Brazil. Set his feet, fire one to first, and back-to-back outs. This time coming on a ground ball from Kirby. Brings up Aaron Walters, the first baseman. Good job by Brazil. And this field very difficult to field on. It's got rocks all over the place. Rocks galore during batting practice. Was fielding out there with them. And, man, you never know when you're going to get a hop. Chinooks have a turf infield, and it stays pretty true, except for third base. Some crazy hops that way at third base, but all the same, 0-1 count here as Walters, the Texas A&M Aggie, fouls one out of play. Line drive to deep right. Hayden Keller, though, right on it, will make the grab. 3 up, 3 down inning, and all 6 batters who have faced Sam Brace have gone in order. As we will send it to the top of the third. Chinooks trying to add to their 1-0 lead. 9-1-2 with Pate Fullerton coming back up. Pate Fullerton leads things off here. His first at bat, and then Jess Davis on deck, who reached and scored the only run in this game so far. First pitch to Pate. Misses in the dirt, right on the chalk of the right side of the first base. Right side of the right-hander's batter's box. Goes right into the face of Sam Thompson. This pitch popped up on the left side. It'll get out of play right over the third base dugout and well over it. Sends kids scurrying for it. Sun's still shining here at Herman Brothers Field. Right down on the right side of the field. No rain in the forecast, though. 1-1 delivery and smash to the right field. It'll fall in front. And a base hit for the Chinooks on Pate Fullerton's line drive just in front of Matt Palmer in right field. Single for the Chinooks brings up Jess Davis. Hayden Keller will move on deck. Davis will try and reach again. He had a 4-pitch walk, pretty easy at bat. Stole second base. Sam Thompson tried to throw it down and slipped on the throw. Just decided to hold on to it. Fullerton at first. Delivery. Off the plate, ball 1.
Got some breaking news from Major League Baseball as Trevor Bauer has just been traded to the Reds, which no one saw coming. And if you haven't seen his video of him throwing a ball over the center field wall, you should check that out because it is impressive. We don't condone that behavior, but it is impressive.
Hit hard to right field. Deep right, but going back is Matt Palmer. He's underneath it and will make the grab. Long fly out gets Jess Davis out for the first time today. And I promise you that if the wind was not blowing in, that ball is gone for sure. The wind is blowing from right to left. Pretty strong as well. We're out there in batting practice, and no guy was coming close to hitting it out. They were smashing balls, but ballers were not carrying. Chinooks do have one guy who's hit a home run here this season, and it was the home opener for the Miners on June 5th. And Hayden Keller plated one right over the right field fence and led the ABO with the most home runs for that time. 1-0 pitch awaits. Pick off to first, and Fullerton safely back in will dirty up the gray pants. Fullerton not going. Hard hit up the middle. And Hogan will take it himself, throw it to first, and a double play gets the Chinooks out to end the inning. And the Miners match the double play from the first inning as the Chinooks do pick up a base hit from Pate Fullerton, but a 6-4-3 double play ends the inning, and the Miners will have the 7-8-9 up of Matt Palmer, Sam Thompson, Caden Hogan to face Brace when we come back. Matt Palmer, the hometown favorite, as just announced by the PA guy for the Miners here at Herman Brothers Field, steps up. Right fielder today for the Miners. His first at bat to face Sam Brace. Chinooks lead at 1-0. Got their one run in the first inning. Went in order in the top half of this one. Strike one paints the outer edge. Brace trying to work with a rhythm here, and that one taken low and off the plate. Chinooks have the 3-4-5 up in the top of the fourth. Trying to get 3 more outs here against the Miners. Chop to the left side, slow roller. Coming over, Sam Brace, he'll slip, throw to first, not in time. And I think that's one you got to let Joe Brazil have. Sam Brace trying to make the play, stepped in front, and that's a base hit for the Miners. Infield single on the swinging bunt brings up Sam Thompson. Will he be bunting here? And I think Joe's got to come in, just absolutely call off Sam Brace there. As you mentioned, the Indians trading Trevor Bauer for Yasiel Puig, right?
Yeah, Reds? It was a 3-team trade, and we're not really sure of the details yet. But the Padres were involved, and Yasiel Puig's going to Cleveland in the deal. He just got to Cincinnati this offseason.
Bunt is shown. It'll miss low and outside. Well, Coach Groth might be a little bit upset with that one. Huge Cleveland Indians fan. Big fan of the Tribe. And I don't know. We've had many a conversation in the truck this summer about the Tribe. So I don't know if he'll be upset about it. Bunt laid down and going to go foul as he was in the box. Kicks it foul as well. And it'll tie the count up 1-1, no outs here for Sam Thompson. Caden Hogan, shortstop on deck. Hogan has had his successes against the Chinooks this season. He's got 9 hits, though, on deck if Sam Thompson can bunt him over. His only extra base hit this season, a triple, came against the Chinooks. Pick off to first. Quick tag, and he's called safe. Oh, man, Matt Palmer, very close play at first base. Must have just got a hand in there. Brace the quick pickoff move. Palmer caught looking for a half second. Do you go right back to it? No. Delivery home. Bunt laid down. Third base side foul. Thompson will have to retreat and work with the 1-2 count. And Chinooks will try and use that to advantage. Maybe get a double play and eliminate that infield single from Matt Palmer to lead off. Chinooks have already turned 1 double play. They've turned 4 in a game here at Herman Brothers Field this season. And they've already got 1 tonight. Can they get another? Big opportunity to do so here. Both teams with a hit in this inning by their leadoff. Pick off the first. Tag applied on the back leg, right just above the calf of Palmer's right leg, and he's safely standing on first base. Just trying to move him up to second. 1-2 pitch. Pokes one foul out of play. Just getting a piece of it to spoil the outside pitch. Just came back in and tailed right to the glove of J. Paul Fullerton. Long hold for Brace. The delivery home. Tried to go inside. Pitchers will do that to try and freeze the hitter of Sam Thompson. Try and get him just be caught there. Force him to call time or just get him frozen in the batter's box. You likely get a strikeout out of that. He'll pause again. High leg kick. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Could be 2. Fullerton flip to Patty McCormick. Turn on the back end and a double play. The second for the Chinooks in 3 innings. Both teams turning a double play here in this inning.
That's what we like to see. And this team has been incredible at turning those this season. The middle infield, doesn't matter who you put out there. They've all got really smooth hands, and they're really quick to turn those double plays.
Yeah, Patty McCormick, very quick hands on the back end of that double play, and fastball missing a little low, ball 1. Here to the tall right-hander of Caden Hogan. He's a shortstop coming out of Long Beach State as a freshman. And that pitch is strike one. Tanner Carlson, his teammate out of Long Beach as well, as is Tyler Porter, second baseman. I believe those are the only three guys out of Long Beach State. They are. Line drive to left field. This could be extra bases. Trevor Cho hustling over to try and get it. He's got a good arm. He's going to get it in, and it's going to be cut off on a double for Caden Hogan. That's his second extra base hit this season, and Hogan's first double of the season. Both extra base hits have come against the Chinooks. Second hit in the inning. Brings up the leadoff Kobe Boulware. Struck out looking for the first out of the game for the Miners offensively. Well, the two-out double doesn't necessarily hurt you. It's what Kobe Boulware does next. He's trying to tie the ball game up. First pitch, chopper up the middle. Pate Fullerton catches the two-hopper, sets his feet, throw to first, and he's out. So Caden Hogan is stranded on Kobe Boulware's 6-3 ground out. Chinooks turn a double play in the inning off Sam Thompson to get Matt Palmer's leadoff single out. And we head to the top of the fourth. Chinooks trying to add to the 1-0 lead when we come back. J. Paul Fullerton up next, reached by error from Aaron Walters in the first inning. Had a tough hop and just went right over the bag. Tough hop and not covering in time was the pitcher, Georgia Arias. His first pitch here to Fullerton is popped up and out of play on the left side. English, the designated hitter on deck, had the RBI sac fly in the first that brought in Jess Davis. 3 double plays have been turned in 3 innings. 2 last inning, 1 for each team, and then 1 for the Chinooks in the bottom of the first offensively to get the Miners offense out. 2 hits for the Miners last inning, though. This one capped off the front of his foot, and that one doesn't feel too good. J. Paul coming out of Searcy, Arkansas with his brother Pate Fullerton. Pate with the only hit for the Chinooks so far in the game, and led off last inning with it before the Chinooks hit into a double play. Fullerton, English, Freeman, catcher, designated hitter, first baseman, respectively. 3 batters to face Arias here. Wind up and pitch, fastball off the plate, ball 1. Again, Arias a 2-4 record. He's trying to pick up a 3rd win. And the Chinooks lefty, Sam Brace, trying to pick up a 4th, improved to 4-3, above 500 with the win percentage. Base hit to left field. Both Fullerton brothers will reach base with the first 2 hits in the ball game to lead off the last 2 innings. Brings up Ethan English, the designated hitter. Most innings Arias has pitched this season is 6. Twice. Once against the Oilers, once against the Bucks, and against the Bucks on July 22nd, his last start. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits given up in a 1-0 loss. Up and inside, little chest chin music for the big designated hitter of Ethan English. He'll try and combine a few hits with J. Paul Fullerton singling through the left side. Inside, strike one. That one caught a little bit off the plate. I think that's one Scott Johnson might have missed. He's had a pretty tight zone today so far, but calls that one on the inner edge. Big swing and a miss. Changeup missed low, but swung on by English, and it'll make it a 1-2 count, no outs. Anytime that Arias has given up 2 runs in the first 5 innings, he has left the game. Up and in, and curveball that broke late will tie the count 2-2. Coming set, runner at first, J. Paul Fullerton. He does have a stolen base today. On a delayed steal, pops it up on the infield. Trying to shield the sun. Aaron Walters going to have to misdirect and make a basket catch. He was looking the whole way at Sam Thompson. Thought Sam was underneath it. And he said, no, I'm looking right into the sun. So Walters able to make the adjustment and get the foul fly out for out number 1 here in the 4th. Brings up Daniel Freeman. Grounded out to the pitcher to end the first inning.
First baseman Daniel Freeman.
Well, all the lefties are mixed up with the righties today, minus the first 3 batters. All lefties chopped foul out of the reach of John Groth, and it'll put an 0-1 count here with Freeman at the plate. J. Paul Fullerton popping a bubblegum bubble in his mouth right now at first base as he retreats back, was running on the ground ball. 0-1 pitch. Thompson setting up low. Might be a changeup. Pokes it foul right side. Just gets out of play. Freeman out of Columbia State Community College. Shared the gospel yesterday with the Pilots. Good news of Jesus Christ, and the Chinooks are a religious affiliated team, Christian team. This one thrown wide in the left-hander's batter's box, and Thompson, incredible reach to grab it. Tried to work in a backdoor fastball, and it doesn't hit. And that time yesterday was the Pilots were the last team to hear what the Chinooks are all about. 1-2 pitch. Just trying to foul it off, and he will. Fights the inside fastball, fisting it foul. Freeman looking for an extra base hit. Move up Fullerton, maybe bring him in. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Delivery. Poke foul, right side. Freeman trying to get a pitch he can crush, and has fouled off the last few that are right around the zone. Likely would have been strikes. That last one at the top of the zone. Arias' next pitch. Delivery. Big swing and a miss in the dirt. Chased it. Second strikeout on the day for Arias. First one swinging. Brings up Joe Brazil, who grounded out to third base in his last at-bat. Opened up the second inning. He's got 1 home run this season. It's come in the last 10 games. Out at Mulcahy Stadium. Can he put the Chinooks up by 3 with a 2-run blast here? He'll pop it up on the right side, out of play. Trevor Cho on deck. Grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Chinooks trying to lengthen this 1-0 lead. Both teams have 2 hits. J. Paul with the second for the Chinooks opened up the inning. Up and in, ball 1. 1-1 count. Joe's dad, Rich, is here with the rest of the family. In fact, Joe's sister actually married one of Joe's brother's teammates when he played up here in the ABL for the Chinooks. 1-1 pitch. Foul directly back. It'll put the advantage in Arias' hands with the 1-2, 2 outs. I believe that was a recent marriage as well this season.
Yeah, I believe Joe missed a few games because of that. Keeping it all in the Chinooks family.
This one capped foul, and it'll skirt away. Good pitch to spoil for Joe Brazil. And Joe, I believe, is one of 6, I believe. And the majority of his siblings, I know this to be true, the majority of his siblings are girls. And I've met 3 of them while being here, as well as I believe I've met 2 of them while being here, with his mom as well and father. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Brazil can't connect. It'll be the second strikeout, but back-to-back strikeouts against Freeman and Brazil get Arias. And the Chinooks strand the leadoff single from Fullerton. We head to the bottom of the 4th, a 1-0 lead for the Chinooks. Cody Huff will lead things off for the Miners in this inning. He will check his swing, and that one foul-tipped right into the right leg of J. Paul. And he bangs his fist on the ground as he's in a little bit of pain. Huff a walk in the first inning. Only walk allowed by Brace this game so far, as we're in the bottom of the 4th, a 1-0 lead. Eric Webb waiting on deck. He hit into the ground ball 6-4-3 double play in the first. Next pitch, ground ball to the backhand side. Fullerton throws across his body. Will it be in time? It is! What a play by the shortstop for the Chinooks, Pate Fullerton, throwing across his body to get the speedy Cody Huff by half a step. And you got to admit that the UAB Blazers are pretty excited to get this transfer from Jefferson College.
We're going to have to look at that one again here in a minute when we've got a second. That was an incredible play.
Strike 1 to Eric Webb. And today, Pate Fullerton, he has started 2 double plays and has 2 ground outs to him, and that pitch just a little bit off the plate. 1-1 count, 1 out. That kid is special, no doubt. Scooped up in the dirt, a 1-2 count, or excuse me, a 2-1 count. J. Paul and Pate Fullerton, both coming out of Searcy, Arkansas. Two incredible athletes, and both will attend the University of Alabama. Ground ball up the middle, underneath. Fielded by Fullerton. Quick transfer to first, and in time. Boy, we thought it couldn't get any better with the last one, and this time to get Eric Webb, the speedy Eric Webb, on a 6-3 ground out. Tanner Carlson pulled one to third base last at bat, lined out to Joe Brazil. Left side is having a day today. Some incredible plays. We're going to have to take a look back at both of those guys. I think we only may get a chance to look at one, but the backhand probably the better of the two, but all the same, chasing that one down goes right under the glove of Sam Brace and getting the out. Pulled down the third base line, foul. 0-2 count to deal with here to the 4-hole Tanner Carlson. Poking one to center, going back, and Patty McCormick will chase it down. Rob Tanner Carlson on the line out. He's got 2 lineouts today, but going in order are the Miners. They will send it to the top of the 5th, and the Chinooks will have the 7, 8, 9 to face Arias when we come back. Trevor Cho steps in for his second at bat. He grounded out to short in his last at bat. He'll poke one foul on the first pitch here to open us up here. Top 5, 1-0. Chinook scored in the first. They're trying to add to it. They have not been able to add a run since that 1 run in the first inning. And Cho trying to get things going here for the Chinooks. 2 hits for either team. Bunt shown, pulled back on the inside fastball, but still called, saying that he did go around. So Scott Johnson with the call there. 0-2 count. I think it's the right one. I think he did punch at it, but then tried to pull it back a little after the ball had already passed. He'll deal with the disadvantage. Catcher sets up away. Ground ball up the middle. Huff will take the 2-hopper, throw to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I think that he definitely went on that, as you'd say. But I've never understood how sometimes the batter can pull the bat back but still run halfway to first base, and he's considered he didn't try to bunt.
Right. Right, that's true. Patty McCormick, second baseman. He's up next. 4-3 ground out on the first pitch to him. Ended the second inning, and he'll take one up and in. Neck high. So a 1-0 count for him here. Pokes one foul right side. Trying to chip one down that right field line. Use the 4-iron or whatever you call it. I'm not a golfer, so.
Usually the pitching wedge uses
Pitching
it
wedge.
to chip. Yeah.
Oh, the chipper. The chipper. Oh, and watch your lips. As that one hits Patty McCormick right in the side of the helmet. And he's up and quickly goes down to the first base side. That one's slipping out of the hand of George Arias, and that's scary. He seems to be okay. He'll give the arm guard, elbow guard to Sam Potter. And that'll be a hit by pitch. Puts another runner on for the Chinooks. That is scary for sure.
That ball deflected up and over the press box.
Yeah, that went all the way over the press box. Arias does not throw slow, but sometimes pitch will slip out, and it happened to hit him right in the helmet, which is all good there. And
yeah, thankfully it did hit the helmet and didn't get by it and hit him in the face or something.
Just looked a little scary, though, no less. Pate Fullerton up next. Patty McCormick, the hit by pitch, and Fullerton a single to right field in his last at bat. Had the first hit of the ball game for the Chinooks. For his brother had one last inning to open up the fourth. Off the plate, ball two. 2-0 count, one out from Arias here. Patty McCormick at first. McCormick doesn't seem to be shaken up after the hit by pitch.
Yeah, he seemed to just hop right back up, and he's been fine, so that's a good sign.
Patty not going. That pitch off the plate. Scott Johnston hesitated for a half second, like he was going to call that one for a strike, and it was a little bit farther outside. 3-0 count here to Fullerton, with the top of the order on deck of Jess Davis. Can they walk him here? Delivery, and it's strike one on the corner. I think if you're Patty McCormick, you got to wait for a full count before you take off here. 3-1 pitch, you're likely not seeing a curveball. It's going to be a fastball. Delivery. Fouled back, full count. Might have missed high, honestly. That was pretty close. Fullerton taking the hacks, though. Pate, 196 hitter, 22 hits this season and 36 at-bats. Excuse me, in 112 at-bats. 36 games played, this being his 37th. Runner not going. Pops it up left side. It's going to get out of play. Lands right in front of a kid and actually bounces on the concrete and over the buildings on the left side. So kid's not going to be able to get it. He looked right up at it and thought, well, shoot, I just lost the ball. So full count here to Pate Fullerton. He's trying to reach for a second time here in his second at bat. McCormick a pretty good size lead at first base. Not going. Off the plate and low. It'll be a walk. Pate Fullerton on for a second time. Puts runners in scoring position at first and second for Jess Davis. He is 0 for 1 today. A fly out to deep right in the third and a walk as well as a run scored. Jeff Erlob, pitching coach, out for a conversation. We'll pause here for a moment. Well, Erlob's meeting with Arias is done. No one warming up in the bullpen for the Miners, nor for the Chinooks. Brace would like to go a complete game today, save some arms for the Chinooks in case they need everybody tomorrow if they can pick up a big win. One out, Jess Davis with runners on first and second, looking for a base hit. He'll take strike one, outer edge. Davis again scoring the first run in the ball game on a 4-pitch walk. Stole second base, moved up to third on the air to put on J. Paul Fullerton, and then scored on Ethan English sac fly. Ground ball to the right side. Going to be a tough play. Cody Huff will field it, throw to first, and he stays on the bag for Aaron Walters. And it'll bring up Hayden Keller. He's 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a ground ball double play. Does move up the runner, so a base hit likely brings in 2 with Pate Fullerton's speed at second. The Chinooks looking for a 2-out base hit from their leader in RBIs of 26 for Hayden Keller. He had the RBI in yesterday's game, the one run that was brought in, infield single for him. Check swing and tried to hold up, but it'll pass as strike one with J. Paul Fullerton on deck.
That ball just missed J. Paul Fullerton as it deflected over there, and it didn't even phase him. Went right by his legs, and he just watched it the whole time.
0-1 count, 2 outs, getting ready to go here with Hayden Keller trying to bring in 2 runs. He'll take one off the plate and high. Sam Thompson tried to bring it back in. Good call by Scott Johnson as it misses. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Patty McCormick reached by hit by pitch with 1 out in the inning. Moved up to second on Pate Fullerton's walk, and both guys move up on the ground ball from Jess Davis. Arias out of the stretch. Pokes one foul, and we'll have to work with 2 strikes against him. Hogan right with his heels on the grass will reset, take a step in front on the dirt, the shortstop. Cody Huff at second base shading up the middle as well, trying to keep Pate Fullerton a little close. Payoff pitch with a 1-2 delivery. Curveball that misses well off the plate. 3/4 back end of the right-hander's batter's box. Second pitch in this inning that slipped out of the hand of Arias. 2s across the board, 2 outs. McCormick 90 feet away as an insurance runner. Pate Fullerton at second as another. The 2-2 delivery. Poke foul out of play. Good job by Hayden Keller to spoil it. Arias coming set here. Check swing, and Scott Johnson said he went around. It was an inside pitch. Chinooks will strand 2, and it's still 1-0 as Keller strikes out for a second time today. Tried to hold up, couldn't. Scott Johnson said he went around, and usually you leave that one up to Stacey Dunbar. He doesn't in this sense, and I think it's the right call. Hayden Keller definitely went around. And so we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Brace and the defense coming back out, 1-0 lead. Back and ready to go, the bottom of the 5th. It is 5, 6, 7 up. Justin Kirby, Aaron Walters, Matt Palmer facing the lefty. First pitch is, I guess, just off the plate. I think that one might have just missed, I guess. Very close from the lefty. And this one well off. It'll be a 2-0 count here to Justin Kirby. He's got a fly out to right field today. That ended the second inning. And that's the same pitch as the first one. This time it's called a strike. 2-1 pitch here to Justin Kirby. Fouled directly back in front of us. Just below as well. Right at the first deck of the stands. And there is only a first deck of the stands basically here. I guess we are the second deck, Wyatt?
Yeah, I believe that's, I guess that's how that works.
2-2 pitch, poke foul, out of play. Kirby spoils it.
Pretty nice stands here, though.
Yeah.
Probably the nicest in the league.
They're my favorite in the league. We got a great view here, minus this pole in front of us. You can see that on the screen. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Fullerton fields it, sets his feet, throw to first, and in time. 6-3 ground out, and in the last 2 innings, Pate Fullerton, he's gotten 3 of the 4 outs these last 2 innings. Brings up Aaron Walters, flew out to shallow right into the second inning. First time up. Aaron comes out of Kerrville, Texas, and again a sophomore, 6 foot at Texas A&M. Lefty on lefty matchup, poked foul. Palmer on deck, reached on a swinging bunt single in the 3rd inning. This pitch runs wide, and it'll be the first ball of the at-bat with Walters. Pitch, inner half. Guess it just missed low. 2-1 count. Big swing and a miss there as Walters chases low, ties the count at 2-2. Brace only 1 strikeout today. That 1 strikeout led off the game against Kobe Boulware. But he's getting a lot of outs. He has worked a full count, though, as that pitch misses off the plate to Walters. Trying to get a second out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and instead it's a walk. Second walk issued by Brace today brings Aaron Walters a free bag to first, and Matt Palmer up next. Chinooks will look for a double play to get out of this one. Matt Palmer coming out of Palmer, Alaska. Only guy on the minors team, apart from Nolan Monahan, who they picked up out of Wasilla, Alaska. Only 2 guys out of Alaska. And Monahan just recently picked up. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Chinooks trying to keep their defense hot as Brace will pick off to first, and it sends Aaron Walters safely back in. Walters the only left-hander in the ball game to face Brace today. One 1-0 pitch, misses low. 2-0 count. Brace falling behind here. Got to work in strikes to Matt Palmer. He can do damage against you. Matt this season, 200 hitter, 9 hits and 45 at-bats. 2-0 delivery, awaiting. And it's chopped right back to Brace. He'll set his feet, throw to Patty McCormick, the back end on the first one. And it's a double play, 3rd one for the Chinooks today. Sam Brace wants a part of it. And the Chinooks avoid Aaron Walters' walk with their third double play today. And we head to the top of the 6th. 5 innings are over with. And we're over the halfway mark, a 1-0 lead. Chinooks trying to add with the 3-4-5 up when we come back. J. Paul Fullerton will lead things off. Top 6. 1-0 lead. Chinooks turn their third double play in the game that gets him out of the last inning, and that one fouled back on the curveball from George Arias. Miners' bullpen is silent, as is the Chinooks. Ethan English waiting on deck. Wind up and the next pitch. And I guess it falls in a little bit off the plate with the curveball. And it'll be strike 2. 0-2 count, no outs. Fastball misses low and in. First ball, 1-2 count. Arias with 4 strikeouts today. The 1-2 delivery. Fastball runs wide and high midway through the right-hander's batter's box. Fullerton, English, Freeman. Robbie Brew heads down to the bullpen for the Miners. Chopped foul. Just got a piece of it. Haven't seen a Miners guy stand up yet to warm up. There are 2 pitchers standing there now, but none are actually warming up or motions to warm up. 2-2 pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Chinooks in a do-or-die game. If they win it and win the next game, they will make it to the playoffs as the 4 seed. Poked foul, good pitch to spoil for J. Paul Fullerton, and he'll fight another day here in his third at bat. A single in the 4th, reached by error in the 1st inning. He's trying to reach a 3rd time here in the top of the 7th. Top of the 6th. Big swing and a miss, gets him swinging, as it's now the last 2 guys, back-to-back Ks of Keller and Fullerton, but the first out here in the 6th brings up English. Ethan today, still looking for his first hit. He had the RBI sac fly to bring in Jess Davis in the 1st, and a foul fly out to Aaron Walters right to the right of home plate in the last, and this pitch taken high on the curveball. Chinooks trying to add. It's a 1-0 lead. Pokes this one foul. 1-1 count on the curveball. Think you got to sit fastball here. Arias deep breath. Next pitch. It is a fastball. Inner half. 1-2 count. Tough pitch to take right there. Payoff pitch here to Ethan English. Big swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for George Arias. He's heating up. That is 6 strikeouts now for him in 5 innings. 5 2/3 innings on the mound. And now Daniel Freeman is up next. Freeman a strikeout in his last at bat. Grounded out 2 Arias in the 1st. First pitch is up and in, ball 1. The curveball will hit, though, and tie the count at 1-1 now. Wind slightly blowing to left field. There's a flagpole just to the right of center field. Hit well to left field, going over. Making the grab, though, is Kobe Boulware to rob him of a base hit. And so the Chinooks go in order for the first inning in a while, and did go in order in the 2nd and 3rd, but the line out ends the inning. 2 strikeouts as well. Gets Arias to 6 on the day, and we head to the bottom of the 6th with Sam Brace coming back out. Sam Thompson to lead things off here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Sam Brace's first pitch to him is going to be just low, I guess. Ball 1. Trevor Cho's day is done as Hayden Keller moves from right to left and Mason Corbett comes in. Hit well to center. Jess Davis 2 steps in and will leap up and make the grab. Rob Sam Thompson of a hit. Line out to center to open us up here in the 6th. Brings up Caden Hogan, the shortstop, who doubled down the left field line in his first at bat. Top of the order of Kobe Boulware waits on deck for a third round. First pitch misses high and outside. Brace the windup and the pitch way out in front is Caden Hogan. Tried to lace another one over the head of over the head of third baseman Joe Brazil, and was well out in front on it. Finished his swing, though. Ground ball to third. Good play by Brazil. Set his feet, fire one to first, and the out made. 2 quick outs to open us up here in the 6th. Brings up Kobe Boulware. 5-3 ground out. Boulware today, 6-3 ground out in the 3rd. A strikeout looking in the 1st. Has been the only strikeout for Brace today. Bunt shown, pulled back, ball 1 low and in. And I don't believe that Kobe Boulware is actually trying to bunt there. I believe he's trying to get Joe Brazil in, and it works as he's even with the bag. Tried to pull on his side, and strike 1 paints the outer edge. Right-hander Evan Floyd warming up in the bullpen for the Miners. See if Arias makes it to the 7th, comes back out, or not. Ball hit to Daniel Freeman. Throws wide, and that's going to be a reach by error from Freeman. A tough throw. Tried to lead Sam Brace, was a little bit late, and it'll keep the inning going with Cody Huff up next. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. First error for the Chinooks today. Both teams with 1 now. And it's been both first basemen. Daniel Freeman, however, though, does not make many errors. That is just his 4th this season. Pick off to first, safely in with the dive is Boulware. Cody Huff trying to keep the inning going. Brace will look at Boulware, and he'll pick off again. Boulware this season, in stolen bases, he leads the team. 2 more than Eric Webb. He's 14 for 16. Gets pretty good jumps, but the majority of guys he's stolen against are righties. Pitch from Sam Brace, and it's just off the plate. Boulware thought he was picking off again. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Chinooks gave up the the 2-out error to put on Boulware. Boulware a big lead at first. Delivery home. Strike 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Miners fans are chirping, and I don't think it could have hit any more perfect in the strike zone right there. Chirping at the home plate umpire as if that was a ball.
It definitely looked good to me. And he's got a better view than anybody else in the ballpark.
I think we've got a better view than anyone on the right or left side of the ballpark right now. We're right behind home plate. Probably crossed thigh level on Cody Huff. Right down the middle. Elected to take, and it keeps it a 1-1 count here, 2 outs. Brace trying to keep Kobe Boulware pretty close over there. The delivery home, missing low. 2-1. Looks like in the major leagues that there was a little action today between the Reds and the Pirates. A little bit of a brawl.
It wasn't a little bit of a brawl.
A big bit of a brawl. 2-1 pitch. Chopped to the left side. Slow roller, going to go foul. Picked up by Brazil. Cody Huff would have had an infield single. Eric Webb will come over, grab his bat, and hand it back to him. He'll work with a 2-2 count, 2 outs. See if Kobe Bullware will try and swipe a bag here, put himself in scoring position. Chinooks just need one more out, keep it a 1-0 lead, send it to the final 3 innings.
It is interesting that Yasiel Puig's last action as a Reds player is participating in a brawl.
Yeah, we talked
Kind
about
of
how
sums
he got
him
traded.
up a little bit.
Yeah, he got traded to the Indians. Brace the 2-2 count. 2 outs, delivery home. Missing low, and that'll send Bullware in motion with a full count here, 2 outs. Got to find a way to get a strike across. At this point, Bullware does not matter. He'll be on the move, but Daniel Freeman will stay put at first, trying to hold him on. Payoff pitch. Misses low, gets away. And can't find it. They're going to move a runner to third as well on the wild pitch. And so Bullware hustles over to third base. Second time the Chinooks have done that this season. Ricky Martinez, Baylor shortstop, who's not in this game, did that for the win. Had a single in the 12th inning against the Chinooks. And then hustled from first to third on a wild pitch. Was brought in on a wild pitch as well. Runners on the corners. And the head coach comes out. Tyler LeBrun wants a conversation with his players, and Eric Webb will stay put at home with runners on the corners. The tying run 90 feet away at third. And who else do you want at the plate other than Eric Webb? But he's got 2 groundouts today as pitching coach Chris Beck has a conversation with Brace. Cody Huff will reach via the walk. First walk in this inning, but does put runners on the corners. If Bullware scores to tie it, it's an unearned run.
The Miners just tried to play the Jeopardy music to signal that they needed to hurry up on the mound visit, but the mound visit was already over by the time they started playing it.
Eric Webb, 2 groundouts to short today, including a double play that ended the first inning. Brace's first pitch. Popped it up. Right side, going to get out of play.
Hit something solid. Something solid and metal, but we don't know what it was.
Webb is the only player on the team for the Miners out of Missouri. A 1 pitch, ground ball to left side. Diving grab, but it goes into left, and it's an RBI single for Eric Webb to tie this game. Unfortunately, off of the error and wild pitch, it puts the Miners in a tie ball game of 1-1. Kobe Bullware coming in as an unearned run. Puts runners on first and second with Eric Webb's rollover ground ball just getting in and out of the glove of Joe Brazil for a base hit. Tanner Carlson up next. He's lined out twice, trying to get one to fall, put his Miners up with the lead. Chipped foul right towards Justin Kirby on deck. Chinooks need one more out, trying to get that run back in the final 3 innings, and they will have Joe Brazil, Mason Corbett, Patty McCormick, the next 3 batters up in the 7th inning. Next pitch is off the plate. Ties the count up 1-1. Infield and outfield straight away currently against the right-hander Tanner Carlson. All outfielders, great arms. Get an accurate throw in there, and you got a chance to get Cody Huff. Big swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2 count. Brace trying to do it himself here. Has given up 1 run, it's unearned, but try and keep it a 1-1 ball game. Chinooks trying to bear down, strand 2 more runners for the Miners, and get the third out. Payoff pitch. Foul tip, just got a piece of it. Brace a long look in. Cody Huff at second. Eric Webb, the RBI single that brought in Bullware. Last 3 guys have reached, trying to get Carlson out. He chokes up by a ½ inch on the bat. Delivery home. Poke to first base, foul. Just wide of the bag. Once you count, 2 outs. Brace still looking in, trying to get his pitch. Tanner Carlson in the right-hander's batter's box. The 1-2 delivery awaiting. Line out to Pate Fullerton at shortstop. And Carlson has hit the ball hard 3 times today, and he lines out all 3 times. That'll bring up Justin Kirby next inning, but the Chinooks do give up a run. Eric Webb's RBI single just past the glove of Joe Brazil to bring in Kobe Bullware, an unearned run, and it's a 1-1 ball game when we come back. Well, both bullpens for the Chinooks as well as the Miners dancing to
Cha-cha slide.
cha-cha slide, yeah.
I think the Chinooks did it better,
I think they did.
and they didn't even practice.
There's a little more enthusiasm behind it, but Evan Floyd coming in. First pitch here to Joe Brazil is strike 1. George Arias finished with 6 strikeouts in 6 innings on the mound. And he will not make it to the 7th, though. Evan Floyd, a 2-0 record, 2.80 ERA, 17th appearance this season, 25 2/3 innings, 17 strikeouts, 12 walks, 22 hits given up. Chopped left side, foul. Just to the right of the third base umpire. 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits given up, 1 walk. Pokes one foul, 0-2 count, 1 out.
All right, Miner fans and Chinook fans, $1 candy and $1 popcorn. Children, please do not stampede each other.
0-2 count, one out here to Corbett. Trying to reach. He will not. He will strike out as he chases one high, and it'll bring up Patty McCormick. He's reached once today on a hit by pitch. Chinooks in jeopardy of going in order here. Again, a must-win game.
Second baseman Patty McCormick.
Really a must-win game for both teams.
Yeah, that's true. But more so important for the Chinooks because their playoff chances ride with this game. Only thing that rides with the Miners on this game is they've got to win both games against the Chinooks in order to host as the second place team. They'd bump out the Pilots. That pitch is going to paint the top of the zone. 1-1 count here to McCormick.
The Miners PA just announced the biggest announcement of the night, that there's $1 popcorn and candy.
Check swing did not go around. They'll appeal to first. And Marcus Dolan, first base umpire, easily making that call. Sam Potter, assistant coach, laughing it off with him as well. Marcus Dolan actually just gave a shy hand wave right back to Scott Johnston as if, come on, you knew that one. 2-1 count. Delivery. Big swing and a foul tip. McCormick just getting a piece of it off of the end of his wooden bat. 2-2 count to deal with. Evan Floyd's come in, gotten 2 strikeouts, and that one poked foul. He's looking to strike out the side, but he's got to deal with Patty McCormick. Two-two pitch, curveball misses inside. McCormick, who got hit by a pitch in the helmet in his last at bat, pretty scary moment off of George Arias. That was back in the 5th inning. Thought he was about to get one again on the curveball. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, delivery. Chopped up the middle. 2 hopper. Evan Floyd fields it, throws to first. 3 straight outs for Evan Floyd, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Miners trying to push ahead for the first time today. Justin Kirby will take strike 1 on the inner half. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, a 1-1 ball game. Sam Brace still out on the mound. Justin Fox, right-hander, warming up for the Chinooks in the bullpen. That pitch missing just a little bit low. Kirby today 0 for 2 has grounded out to the left side to each position in his 2 at-bats. The next pitch is off the plate. 2-1 count, no outs. Left-hander Aaron Walters on deck. Last inning, the Miners tied it up. And that pitch just off the plate as well. 3-1 count. Brace cannot afford to walk the first guy. Got to find a strike in there and then work in a second after that. It's a 3-1 count. He will work one in. It's fouled back. A full count ensuing here. Make Justin Kirby hit you. You've given it 3 hits today, and only one of them has been hit hard. The other 2 have been rollovers that just happened to squeak through the left side. Pitch misses low, and ball 4 will put runner on. Justin Kirby, the leadoff walk. Aaron Walters will likely bunt him over. But you got the lefty-on-lefty matchup to deal with here. That is the 4th walk today issued by Brace. It was the walk that came in to score. The error that came in to score, but a walk helped move him over last inning. Bunt shown, pulled back, ball 1 low and away. Brace trying to get a bunt here to pop back up from the left-hander of Walters. Pick off to first, and Justin Kirby safely back in. Matt Palmer on deck as the 7-hole right fielder. Singled on a swinging bunt in the 3rd. Bunt shown. Bunted right down. It's going to be picked up by Fullerton. The throw to first in time. And the sac bunt executed well to move up Justin Kirby to second. For Walters, though, this season, he has had 2 sac bunts now, that being his second. He's got the most sacrifices, combined sacrifices of any player on the team for the Miners. 5 sac flies and now 2 sacrifice bunts. First pitch, poked foul by the hometown hero. And he's trying to do it here as a right-hander warms up for the Miners in the bullpen. And with the camo jerseys, it makes it very difficult to see what numbers are warming up.
Yellow on tan is not a great color scheme.
Yeah, little bit of a struggle there. This one poked to right field. It's a base hit. Coming in, Mason Corbett. Shallow right, he's going to pick it up. The throw home, no, they'll hold him. As it's going to be Palmer who tries to move up to second. The throw to second, and he's out. Good job by J. Paul Fullerton. He's fired up. They held the runner. Matt Palmer gets the second out on the throw out, trying to move up, and the Chinooks 1 out away now from getting out of the inning and straining that runner at third base, all because Palmer tried to be aggressive and move up to second. He gets the base hit to right. David Dennis holds Justin Kirby on the 4th hit, but he gets thrown out trying to advance. What a throw by J. Paul Fullerton, his brother laying down the tag, Pate. And now the Chinooks need 1 more out. Chopper, 2-hopper over the head, and that's just unbelievable. Hits right off the front of the lip in front of home plate and bounces over the head of Joe Brazil for an RBI single from Sam Thompson. Brings in the second run, and Miners take the first lead as Justin Kirby comes in to score, and that's sometimes how baseball goes. 3 of the 5 hits today for the Miners have been infield singles that just bloop in. And the Miners lead by a run now, with Caden Hogan, who's 1 for 2 today with a double back in the 3rd, a ground out to third base in the 6th. He's up next with a runner at first base. Sam Thompson just tomahawking that one into the ground, and it hops right over the head of Joe Brazil.